Okay, why rich men do not value women as the average man? Okay, so rich men have tendency to have the option because they have the money, and women are willing to be more feminine with the rich man than the average guy. And the rich men, everything comes easy for them. So therefore, how can you value something that comes easier for you than the average man? Okay, they wouldn't value women at the same level as the poor man would, because guess what? They have means and they can get with any woman. They can have multiple women, in multiple cities because they can get away with it. And they don't have to be necessarily faithful because they know that these women are going to accept to be with them regardless of how faithful or unfaithful they are. These women get with these rich men knowing that this rich man cannot be faithful based on his income, okay? He can get away with whatever. So every woman that is with the rich man, they are there for their own interest. They are there for their own, how you call it, interest. Like I said, they just want to get the bag, and they don't mind if this rich man have multiple women in different cities. Like I say, women have tendency to be very, very and super feminine with the rich man because they view the rich man as a man who is in his full masculinity. It is fair for the average man because I would say money shouldn't define how rich a man. I mean, sorry, money shouldn't define how masculine a man is. Okay, so a man's masculinity shouldn't be related to money. Meaning there shouldn't be a direct correlation between masculinity and money. But unfortunately, because we live in a very superficial world, so because the world is superficial and the girls or ladies these days, we all want, I mean, men with the bag, okay? We all want men with the bag and we don't want to settle. And you see 1% of female choosing the rich man, choosing men with means. And there isn't a lot of rich men to go around for these women. So which places the rich men at a very high advantage over how you call it, the other men. And because they're sorted after, they don't have to give their best and they will get their best. They don't have to give their best, but they will get their best. So therefore, the fact that they don't have to put in any work and get away with it, because women are willing to pull up with it based on what their income is, meaning the man, based on what he does for them. Women are willing to sacrifice their youth and their self-worth for a rich man just because of who he is, the name, and what he does. And I have to tell these women that it's not every rich man that is generous, okay? You may meet a rich man. He's very rich, but he's not a generous type, okay? He's not generous, and you are better off being with the regular guy who is generous and who will respect you than the rich man would, because you are just an option for this rich man. Another option, like, okay, this is just another one in one of my cities, okay? He uses you guys as the way woman uses a handbag, okay? So you are just a number, or you are just a show off. You are just, hey, look at what I got, a bragging right, okay? He may take you to places just to brag, just to show others that, look, I can pull her up because I have the means. I can pull her up because I am rich. What are you going to do? If not, she wouldn't be with me. This rich man could be super old, but he is with, a mature, legally aged young woman, and he can get away with it. And this young woman may know that he is dealing with multiple other, mature, legally aged young women out there, and she's willing to pull up with it. But she's not ready to start her life with an average guy who is making some good income and who may be willing to forge a family with her. But yet she's chasing after the rich man because the rich man, on the other hand, is the man that every woman is sorting after. And this is the man who may be full of bullshit. This is the man who may be stingy. This is the man who may not do as much as you think he would do for you. If he is not the generous type, if he is the generous type, he's using you as an handbag, okay? He's using you as just a bragging right, using you for your youth, and most of them are married anyway. Most of them are married, okay? And that they're not willing to leave their wives. Their wives are not willing to leave them. And their wives may know that they're cheating, on them, but because of the money, it's not easy to divorce when you're rich. A lot of rich people prefer to stay with their wives just because it's cheaper to keep them than going through the legal proceeding. Because legal proceeding is not a joke when you have billions, when you have millions in the bank. It's not an easy undertaking. So who wants to go through that? He rather play around with you, the candy, the arm candy, and why not? And I would say, do not waste your youth for a rich man. Okay, you can definitely go out there and find your average man and forge a good family with him, and he will love you forever. And your dignity is going to be maintained. But you want to go to a place where someone doesn't even respect you. So he doesn't respect you. He will only see you when he needs you, and you are running around, getting ready, getting dressed to go and please him. I mean, he has no emotion attached to you except for his sexual needs. You have been used for your youth and for the sexual fantasies you may provide. So being with a rich man shouldn't be a bragging right. If you're with a rich man, if he hasn't married you, you shouldn't brag about it. And the woman who is bragging about I dated, you dated, but how come they didn't marry you? If you didn't marry me, I'm just saying, if I were one of these women and they're dating a rich man and the rich man didn't marry them and they don't even know what is their nature of their relationship with this rich man, they cannot even describe to you what type of relationship she's having with this rich man, then there's a problem. They don't deserve you, then they are just dead. I would say those girls are a booty call. I mean, you guys are just a booty call because you're with a man who cannot even put a title to your relationship because you're just a number in his life. And you, the girl, the only bragging right you have, he bought me a Louis Vuitton. He bought me a Birkin bag. He's paying for my apartment. Those foolishness. Oh, my apartment is being paid for by this rich man. I wouldn't tell you his name because he's a billionaire, but he's not identifying with you. And you identify with him. Why? This man is not identifying with you. He doesn't care who you are, except for what is in your drawers of clothes. I mean, that's how come he is rich and he can get away with it because he can get multiple flavors. You are just another flavor in his life, okay? Because the only thing you can brag about is, oh, my penthouse is being paid for, so therefore, I drive this, I drive foreign cars, I drive that, my nails, whatever it is. Those are just vanity. You need to know that this world is full of vanity, and if nothing is meant to last, it's the law of the universe. Okay, everything changes from one form or the other. If it's not you, it's going to be the other woman. You know, I mean, if it's not you that is banging and using your youth just because he's rich, there's going to be the other woman. This man is dedicated to his family and his wife, but because he is rich and there's temptation and he can get away with it, because he is rich and most women are going to be feminine with him because more women are more masculine with the average guy than when they are with the rich man. I think it is unfair for the average guy. That's how come when the average guy becomes rich, he adopts the attitude of the rich man because he's like, look, when I didn't have the money, this woman didn't care about me. Now that I have the money, I am going to behave just like the rich men they were running after when they didn't care about me. So he's going to adopt the same behavior of the rich man. And you are left with, okay, these rich men have attitude. They didn't just develop this attitude if women were not willing to pull up with the attitude. They have attitude because they know they're sorted after. They have attitude because they know they can get away with it. And they know that you are going to be more feminine with them. You will drop everything to go and meet them. You will talk differently when you are around them because, I mean, there are certain criteria that comes with dating the super rich, isn't it? You're going to start dressing a certain way just because he is rich. Okay, the way you dress is going to change, the way you talk is going to change, the way you conduct yourself has to change just because he has the bag. I would say instead of going through all this to please a man, why don't you just become rich yourself? I would rather do that. Because look, I am cocky without a cock. I am borderline arrogant. And I'm not saying that I don't like a rich man, but I'm saying that the way I am, my ego is like, I can make what you're making more. Just give me time. And I'll be at your level or more because I am a woman and I am sorted after by men, right? You should feel like that. You're like, look, You can become a business partner. If you should mingle with rich men, I have nothing against the super rich, but for me, it should be a business deal, not to date. Like it should be a business deal. What can I learn from you? Rich men should be your mentor. Like I'd rather use them as my mentors than to date them. Because guess what? When they are mentoring you, they don't expect anything in return, and they're willing to share. They're very smart people, and they like to teach others. Okay, they're not arrogant when they come to learning. But if you're going after them because they want to use you as a sexual object, then you're going to see the bad side of them. I'm not saying every rich man is bad. I am not saying that. Of course they get married, and most of them do get married young. Most of them are divorced. But for them to choose a wife, there's a lot of criteria that comes with it. Are you willing to pull up with it? Every rich man's wives out there, they are not necessarily happy. You, the poor girl, quote, may be happier than those women living in a mansion, okay? You could be happier than those women living in a mansion. So therefore, um, instead of chasing after the rich man, dressing and talking like the rich man, make them your mentor. Let them mentor you. You can fish for yourself instead of being given. Because what is given, if I have to give you something, in order for you to retrieve it, your hands have to be underneath me for you to retrieve it, right? Like, hey, Rose, here's the money. And you're like, okay, thank you. Your hands have to come underneath. It's an African proverb that the hands that gives is always on top of the hands that receive, which is the law. I mean, how you call it, the law of the universe, right? In order for you to receive, you need to bring your hand out and it has to be underneath. Let's say this is the rich man and the rich man, right? Example, hey, here's your money, here's your broken bag. In order for you to receive, based on the law of the universe or this African uh, proverb, you need to come underneath me for you to get it. So the rich man is always on top. Meaning, why don't you just become the hand that give? The hand that give to people, meaning try to become rich yourself and be at the same level as them. If you are not rich, die trying. Because there's something when it comes to confidence and when it comes to your self-worth. For me, my self-worth is everything and everything, okay? My self-worth is so high to the point where I would date the brokest man in Babylon than to date the richest man in Babylon. Get that book. The richest man in where? In Babylon. Yes. You want to talk about how to make money? Go in that genre because if we need to sit here and talk about how to make money, we're going to talk until the next day. But this is about dating a rich man, okay? Why rich men don't value women as much as the non-rich man, the average man. The average man may have your best interest in mind, but because you're choosing fantasy and you're choosing someone who will never acknowledge you, you're choosing someone who will never identify with you, you're choosing someone who views you as a number, you are going to undermine the average man with six figures out there for the 1%, the 1% that every woman is chasing after, the 1% that may not even please you in the bedroom, the 1%. If everyone goes after the 1%, now you need to tell me who's going to be left. The 99.999% of men. Because everyone is not cut out to make billions. Everyone is not cut out to become millionaire. Everyone cannot be. So therefore, you are choosing the super rich man just because you want to be the luckiest woman in Babylon to be married with a rich man. But is that marriage promises happiness? Marriage itself is hard. But will the marriage with the rich man promise happiness? You're going into this marriage knowing that he has a lot of women. You're going into this marriage knowing that it's just a facade. You're going into this marriage knowing that he just want to procreate. Now, are you going to this marriage with the rich man because you want to be happy? Are you going into this marriage with the rich man because you are the type of woman that is willing to sacrifice her happiness over money? You're the type of woman that is going to to sacrifice her well-being over names, over the facade. If your identity is what is based off the man you are with, you have a problem. You should be identified by yourself. You should identify just because of who you are. Do not be identified because of the person you are dating or because of how much he makes. For me, it's that power dynamic doesn't work with me because, like I said, I am cocky and borderline confident, without a cock. So therefore, dating a rich man, I would say I don't think that's my option. Even though, yeah, I don't want to talk too much about me because this is not about me, okay? This is about the women out there that are running after rich men that do not deserve them, that are wasting their youth on rich men, okay? I am confident, so it doesn't apply to me. The message that I'm giving doesn't apply to me because I rather struggle for my money. I rather I rather do DoorDash. I'm not saying that people who do DoorDash are struggling. No, I'm trying to let you guys know they are all careers. For me, I respect people who makes their honest living. I rather sweep floors. I rather become a maid than to be with the filthy rich without any sort of consideration. I cannot do that. I am cut different, when it comes to that. I'd rather sit here and do YouTube and expect that I make it one day. I've been on YouTube for 4 years with 300 something subscribers. For me, it matters because I respect every subscribers of mine. One day I will make it. I'd rather take the hard road, but earn it, earn what I get, than to go the easiest road. The easiest road is not what I want. Okay, I aspire, and we all aspire to date men of high caliber. But if the respect is not there, then they're not worth dating. If you're just a number to him, then you are not worth. They don't deserve you because you should. I mean, put your self-respect and your self-worth first. Don't go into someone who only views you as a number because they're sorted after, because they have money, because all the women just want them, and you are going to give up on yourself for this man. I don't get it. For me, it's like when men come to me or these men come to me, okay, I'm like they quickly realize I am not the type to mess with. Meaning intellectually, I am well-rounded. Intellectually, I don't care with your money. I care more about intellect than money. Okay? Though I am a woman and we are polygamous, I prefer something serious than just becoming a number. Okay? We all are polygamous. I'm not saying you should settle for the bottom of men. No. Go, you need to have dreams. You need to have goals. Go for men who are doing well for themselves, but do not just the 1% of men. That's my message. Do not misunderstand me like, well, you are saying I should go for the. No, go for men that are doing well for themselves. Do not choose the super rich if you're not going to become a number in their life. If you're just a number in their life, then don't choose the super rich because your self worth is more than money. Money is vanity, yet we need money to live. People say money is the root of all evil, but we're chasing money every day. So money is important. Now let me tell you, money isn't important. I need money. I need money to do things, right? I need money to live. I need money to money. We live in the capitalist society. We need money to survive. Everything is expensive these days. So therefore, I would say try on your own than choosing the rich man because the rich man is not all glamorous. It's not always green on the other side. Try the average guy and see what they have to offer. What's in their package deal may be better than the rich man who will see you when he comes to your city. How undermining. Like, come on, how disrespectful. Like, he will only see you when he comes to your city. Oh, well, I'll see you when I come to the city, okay? Yeah, I'm coming this day. I'm going for a meeting. Can you meet me here? While their wife is at home, they want you to chase after them in every part of the world because you're just a number. You're just a bragging right. If their pocket change means so much to you and they know that, they know you are in this for the money. If they were poor men struggling at their advanced age, you wouldn't date them in your youth. You wouldn't sacrifice your youth for them, right? If they were poor trying to date you, you wouldn't sacrifice your youth for them. And these rich men know that why you are with them. Like I said, they are very smart because you cannot be dumb, dumb and be rich. You cannot be dumb and be rich. So rich men are smart and they know exactly what they're doing. They know that they're using you because you're using them. Okay, a symbiotic relationship. I mean, say whereby both party is winning. Okay, I'm getting my D taken care of. Okay, and I'm paying your bill. It is transactional. People don't like to put transaction on this, but I would say it is purely transactional because the emotion is not in it. A man as a whole, if you want to understand men, they are not emotional. Can you imagine the rich man know he has all the money and he can get away with being unfaithful because of his income, and he knows that most women are going to be very feminine with him Most women will accept an infidelity coming from a rich man than the average man. And the rich man know that because he didn't become rich just because he was a dummy. He became rich because he was smart. He became rich because maybe he was lucky. He was born into a generation of wealth, right? But the bottom line is rich men know you guys are after them because of their money and they're going to use you to the best of their ability because whatever money it is that they're giving you, whatever money it is that they're giving you means nothing to them. It is a pocket change. Okay? It is a pocket change. They can buy you the Birkin bag. It is a pocket change for a rich man. He doesn't give a damn. How much you want? He can give you 40,000, 50,000 a year. Sorry, a month. If he's filthy rich, that's nothing. That's like going to the store and buying water. For you, it's life changing, and he knows that. He knows you're desperate and you're vulnerable, and he's going to exploit your vulnerability. And nothing against the rich. Like I say, I aspire to become rich one day. Maybe my channel will make me rich one day, but I am definitely on the entrepreneurial road, than chasing rich men. Okay, you can become an entrepreneur, struggle for yourself. Like I say, your dignity as a woman is everything. I'd rather give my body to the poor man in Babylon than to give my body to the richest man in Babylon without any self worth. Now, if it's involved me losing my dignity, my self worth, I think I will say goodbye to that money. I don't need that money. No, I'm good. You know what? Because I can struggle or die trying to become rich. Try die trying to reach your level or die never reaching your level. But there's one thing I will die with. That's my dignity because I did not surrender to the rich man, right? I think every woman should think like that. Okay, everything in this world is vanity. The rich man is rich. If you are envious of a rich man chasing after his money, then you should do that for yourself because it's all vanity. We're going to die and leave all this money here. When the richest men die, they are buried on the ground, same as the poor man. The earth doesn't discriminate. Earth doesn't discriminate. Okay, dirt is dirt. There isn't a dirt that is called the richest man dirt, and there isn't a dirt that is called the poor man dirt. Dirt is dirt, and it doesn't discriminate. Okay, so in the face of death, all those vanities shall be punished. So why chase vanity and lose your worth? Do not do that. You can become rich, or you should die trying. Okay, yeah, you should die trying, or because you can become rich, right? Look, don't lose yourself. You can definitely do better. Okay, don't lose yourself, and you can definitely do better. Don't let people determine your worth because you're worthy no matter what. Okay, and look at me. I'm trying to model for you guys. Look at me. Oh my God. I mean, because this topic is so important to a point where every topic that I discuss on my channel, for me it means a lot because it may help someone out there. It's not because I'm arrogant or I don't have any sort of emotion. I'm just talking. I don't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about because I believe in it. So, if you take it a good way, so be it. If you don't, so be it. But I just want to show you guys my shoes. My shoes, my shoes. Wait. Ooh, look, guys. This is my shoes. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's beautiful. So, but hey, I mean, I'm not. I like high heels, but I don't know how to walk on them properly when they're too high because I'm like, I mean, I'm more of a sneaker girl, okay? Because I mean, my wardrobe is full of workout stuff because you guys know on my other channel what I do, okay? You know what I mean? All right. Now, don't give up on yourself, okay? Don't chase vanity. Okay, this is on the end. If you are choosing a rich man, just imagine, flip it around. Why don't you just become rich and let the rich man chase you? Rich men respect women with gold. Rich men, because their tolerance with women is this low, they don't value women this much. So they respect a woman who has a goal. They respect a woman who's struggling for herself, okay, to make it, than the woman who just want to come and spur her leg and get it the easiest way. A rich man will help a woman with gold than the one without. A rich man may marry a woman with gold than the one without. Okay, so if that's your ultimate goal, I would say just build yourself up. And if you meet a rich man, he may be impressed where you are. But for me, I would say chasing a rich man is a dead end. How about you chase after your dream and make sure that you make it in life? Chase after your dream and you will make it. They say that if you want it that bad, no matter how long or how long it takes, you will become rich because you are dedicated. Okay, you just need to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. The law of attraction say you are who you attract, and who you attract is definitely a reflection of the person that you are inside. Do you understand? Because you may have a facade whereby you want to attract this rich man, but you're not rich, right? So how can you attract a rich man if the law of attraction say you are who you attract? So work towards becoming rich, and maybe the rich man will come knocking. Okay, it's better for a man to knock at your door than you going out there chasing them and trying to dress to please them. Come on, why don't you just become rich and dress the way you want? How about that? That's powerful. I think that's powerful. Girls, that's powerful. Can you imagine, like, hey, I know you drive a nice car. I know this is what you do, but I'm not moved by that. A woman that is not phased is a femme fatale. Become that.